Hello everyone, welcome to Aeon's End. Eon's End? I guess it's Eon's End. This is another, adaptation of a board game that I'm checking out sort of as a consequence of checking out One Deck Dungeon the other day. I noticed that the publisher slash developer, I don't know which, developer I think, I don't know, of the previous game, One Deck Dungeon, was Handelabra, which I recognized as also the people who made the Spirit Island digital adaptation, which was what got me into that game. One Deck Dungeon, you could take it or leave it. It seemed like it had kind of cool gameplay, but I couldn't figure out what the right what kind of difficulty it was striving for, and so on. It made it difficult to figure out how you were supposed to play it. And I saw that they had made this thing, Eon's End, an adaptation of some other board game. I don't know if the board game is by the same developer as the other board game, but the Steam reviews for this were good. It was on sale for $2 again. So, and when I looked into it, it looks more up my alley even than One Deck Dungeon was. So, I'm actually doing the tutorial on camera for this one rather than an off-camera view, just because I'm reasonably confident I'll like it, and I thought it might be fun to watch me learn how to play. This game supposedly supports 1 to 4 players, but reviews seem to say it's best at 1 or 2, which is, perfect for online, for YouTube play, right? I don't have a group of 4 people that I make videos with. I guess, do I just say how to play? Or is that... No, this is... Okay, play tutorial. Great. So the rule book was incomprehensible. I mean, it wasn't incomprehensible. It was just it front-loaded a lot of stuff I didn't feel like I needed to know about before telling me, what I even do. And I gave up partway through and was like, let's just play the digital version. It's $2, and hopefully they'll teach me the interesting parts first, and then the boring parts later. Or not at all, if they're setup related. Oh, you're a Breach Mage Elder. That's right. So the theme of this game, I guess, the world has already ended, and Gravehold is some, last bastion of anything that we're trying to defend from cosmic horrors of some kind, and nemesis attacking the city. And we are a party of mages. And so it's got this, as I understand it, a kind of Dominion variety mechanic, where one of very few games that actually does the Dominion thing in the Dominion way, right? It has Dominion has 10 kingdom cards that there's 10 copies each available of, but so at the start of the game which 10 will be available, but it's different every game. Prismata does the same thing with the base set, and I don't think I've ever seen another game that actually does that. They just borrowed it and then ruined it. Ascension is a card game that, has a sort of supply, but it's a deck that you draw 1 card from at a time, and you never know what'll be next, so you can't make a cohesive plan. And there's Star Realms, I think, is the name of another one that does exactly the same wrong thing. I'm sure they're lovely games, but they're not doing the Dominion thing. And it seems like this one actually does. There are kingdom cards that ahead of time will be available, and they're available throughout, as I understand it. So that's kind of cool. 2 young mages, Jean and Mist. Sure. Your goal is to protect the nemesis, defeat the nemesis, and protect Gravehold at all costs. In the chaos of battle, anything can happen. Look to the top of the screen to see whose turn will next occur. Oh, and this reminds me, So, like I said, I didn't read the whole rulebook. I don't really understand how the game works. One thing that seemed kind of interesting to me is So it's got the whole, Dominion, at the beginning of your turn, draw up to 5 cards. Any cards you didn't play are wasted. Or maybe they stay in your hand? I don't know. But almost unique among card games that I've seen, you don't shuffle your discard pile into your deck when it runs empty. You just turn your discard pile face over, and that's your deck. So the order that you discard cards is the order you will draw them on the next run. So there's a lot more control over setting up future turns in that way. The order you do things matters more. Interesting, right? Okay, so at the top of the screen, there's like 6 things. That makes sense to me because, as I understand it, a turn cycle is like 4 turns for the mages and 2 turns for the nemesis, randomly determined. So I guess... Okay, Mist is starting the fight. She's a dagger captain, of course, whatever that means, with a fierce spirit. You're not sure what to do. Look for my help in the bottom right. Yes, this is my hand, of course. Play the gems to gain ether, so these are like playing coppers and silvers to gain coins. So you can gain more powerful cards from the supply. Okay, they also call it the supply in the top right. Drag to gain... Yeah, well, okay. So these, I guess, are like my coppers. They're crystals. Yeah, they cost 0 and they gain it. Okay, great. And this is... either a copper or something else. And these are all gem cards, is that true? Yeah. No, this one's a spell. Okay, right. That's why I can't play it. So I don't know how spells work. I understand there's like rifts and you play spells into rifts and then later you use them or something. I don't know. So let's just play all this stuff, and I assume I want to play this too. Yeah, with 4 ether, you can afford either 2 jades or 1 diamond cluster. All right, what are these? Jade. So this is a silver. Costs 2 to buy and gives you back 2. Better deal than silver is. Or you can spend 4 for diamond cluster, which also just gains 2. But if you can, like... It looks like you don't play directly into your discard pile. There are some games that have you do that, but this one looks like it has a play area. So I assume, like, if I were to somehow draw cards, I couldn't then play the same card again. So Diamond Cluster is kind of a commitment to having more, lots of Diamond Clusters, right? Because you could play just 2 Diamond Clusters and have 2 cards produce 6 ether. Whereas 2 jades would produce only 4. I mean, okay, let's have a look at the rest of the kingdom, I suppose. Man, the music seems like unnecessarily intense given that we're not doing anything. So for fine, okay, so there's all these gems. I don't know what any of this shit means, man. Destroy a card in hand, okay. Yeah, I don't know what any of that means. I don't know why I bothered reading it. I guess I'll just take 2 jades. Diamond Cluster would mean investing a lot. Okay, so I guess what I should say maybe is if there are very expensive cards in here, then maybe Diamond Cluster makes sense to try to build up to getting them. I don't know. I'll just take 2 jades. It seems like this probably can't be right. I don't know, like, are jades... Are these like silvers? Are they always around? I don't think so. I think there isn't a concept of, like, silvers, coppers, golds, and, estates. There is nothing that's always in the supply. There's, like, 3 gems, or 4, I guess. 3? Chosen randomly every game, so, like, jade might, in principle, be... I don't know, I'm just, like, thinking from Dominion, like, you don't want to load up on silvers, it's a bad card, right? And jade kind of looks like a weird silver, whereas this is kind of feels more like some sort of kingdom-y treasure, but I don't know. I have no idea how things are balanced for this game, so let's just get some more money. There's a card left, and it's a spell. Yes, prep the spell into your open breach. So there are 4 breaches in front of me. I guess this one is open. If I mouse over it, it says that. And these have costs to open them and costs to focus them. I don't know what that means. But fine. I've prepped a spell, which is Spark. It deals 1 damage. Where's the Nemesis's health? Is it up here? Probably, right? It's one of these 2. I don't know which. What this is, who knows. I'll end my turn. You discard, okay, your played cards. So anything you keep in hand, you do keep till next turn, although I assume you don't want to do that very often. And then draw up to 5. Played gems and relics. It doesn't mention spells. Interesting. Oh, because your played spells, of course, are on rifts. Okay. Whose turn is next? Oh no, it's Rageborn, the bad guy. It draws the top card of the Nemesis deck. Slaughter. Unleash, Gravehold, that's us, suffers 3 damage. I don't know what Unleash means. Okay, it says here. Played an attack. Unleash adds a Fury token. Maybe it's like Strength or something. Gravehold suffered 3 damages, now at 32. Okay, so we're on the right. We should fight back. Okay, I agree. Now we move on to a different mage, Jean. Jean is young, it's true. She was made an orphan by the Nameless, but a great power lies within. So as I understand it, the mages have slightly different starting setups. And I don't know the details of those setups, but they do like interact with each other through play, right? You saw cards in the supply that were like, an ally gets a charge, whatever that means. Okay, so we play gems to gain cards and prepare spells. You can do so in any order. Well, fine. Let's play a Spark and a Spark. Fine. Oh, what's this? This is a special. This is a weird gem. Gain an ether, and then another one that you can only use to gain a gem. Okay, sure. So I have 3 flexible ether and 1 that's only for gems. And I don't understand it won't let me buy these yet because I don't know anything about them. Fine, I'm just gonna take more jade. Or you know what? Let's have this person buy diamond clusters, and then we can see which of these approaches seems to work out better. Okay, we've each... Everyone's going to get another turn. And turn. It's Sean's turn again right away. Sure. The turn order deck is random. And the Nemesis can get 2 turns in a row as well. Yeah. My spells are ready to cast. Send them to the breach. I have to drag it. Well, this is the only enemy I know about, so... Pew! Pew, we got him. Down to 58. Yeah. We must keep the heat on Rageborn. Okay. Prep your spells, play your gems, but this time get a better spell, you idiot. Okay. Well, this time get a spell, but not a better spell than the one you got last time, but a spell better than the ones you started with. So this is being indicated to me. Deal 2 damage, destroy a card in hand. Great. Deck thinning. I'll take it. I don't have a choice in the tutorial, but it seems like a reasonable choice even if I did have one. At the end of this turn, your deck was empty, so the discard pile is flipped over and becomes your deck. No shuffling. Yes. So... I've now drawn the first new gem I gained from the supply. And it's my first card. So I guess... Right, we played cards into the play area. Then we gained a card and it went into our discard. So it would later become the first card of our deck, and then the other stuff we played went after that, so it's here. So this should be all the cards I played in turn 1, the gems I played, plus the gem I bought on that turn. And yeah, so I could have known these were exactly the 5 cards I would draw, right? Maybe? Yeah, because on my... What? Yeah, because on my second turn, I took the spell that I had played on the first turn and aimed it at him and discarded it. So that's what I'm getting next. I think I could have arranged to draw a gem instead if I had bought before I spent the spell. I'm not sure if it gave me that option. But I think I could have arranged to draw a different card than this one if I'd wanted. Played a power card, doesn't do anything, but in 3 more turns it'll do something. So what was it? I wasn't watching. Bleed static. So 3 turns from now, I guess this is like suspend. Power is suspend. The player with the most prepped spells suffers 2 damage for each prepped spell. Miss spell is ready to cast, okay. It's 1 damage, don't call it Fire and Fury. Okay, so they're not giving me an option to do other stuff. I have to do this first, so I can't, at least during the tutorial, control the order of my deck that way. Mist has 2 spells in hand, but only 1 open breach. Spells can also be prepped into breaches focused this turn. Focus your 3rd breach, paying the gem ether cost, then prep a spark into it. My 3rd breach, this one? Why? I don't understand why it wants me to do this one. I don't really understand how focusing and opening behave, but fine. Okay, so this one was already focused, I guess is why. So you can play into open breaches freely, but focused breaches only on the turn that you focused them? And it looks like focusing reduced the open cost. Can I look at how breaches are? And I guess not. Because this used to say 7 to open, and now it says 5 to open. So there's some... I think that's true anyway. There's some discount. I spent 3 to get to use it once, and then I can spend 5 to get it forever. Or I could have spent 7 to get it forever immediately, I guess. Okay, those were all 6 turns, and now the... Yep, Nemesis goes, draws a minion. Okay, evil minion doesn't do anything. Okay, it's summoning sick. So this is a new kind of enemy, as I understand it. With, I assume, 5 life, health? I don't remember what they called it. And I don't know what Provoker means. Maybe it means it has taunt or whatever. And it does damage every Nemesis turn equal to the number of Fury tokens, which I think is 1 right now, or maybe it's 2. Now there's multiple targets, you can damage either of them. Or you can leave them in open breaches. Okay. So it has 2 Fury, I guess. I don't remember when the second one showed up, but maybe it started with 1, or maybe I just didn't notice. What is all this? Oh, this is where I could look at at the other mage, Mist. I don't even... Whose turn is this? That's Jean, right? I don't know. Yeah, that's Mist. Oh. Yeah, fine. Wait, what is... Why do I drag a spell from a breach to an enemy to cast it, but I don't have any? Oh, I do! These are spells. They don't look like cards anymore, so I was confused. Alright, it seems like we ought to deal with this guy. Although, I could leave it here, since I'm not going to be using this other breach. It's not letting me, so I guess I won't, but it seems like I could. Now you've drawn a stronger source of ether, you can continue to grow in power. Yep. Okay. So this is the person who's supposed to be working on diamond clusters. But this is our first chance to buy a 5-cost thing if we wanted, so let's look at those. Focusing orb, focus at player's breach, or blow it up to gain 3. So it kind of is an accelerant for spellcasting rather than for your economy, but like, not really, because opening breaches normally costs money. So this is like special purpose money in a way, right? It's a lot of money because focusing breaches seems kind of expensive, but you can only use it for that purpose. Okay. Or I don't know what a charge is yet. And these are spells. Oh, players gain life? There's life totals for players too? I guess we must each have 12 life. I see. Okay. Well, this is the player who's supposed to be trying to focus on diamond clusters. So I think I'll buy a diamond cluster and a jade, right? We have some money that could only be spent on gems. This is a good way to make use of it. Okay. At the end of your turn, you discard... Okay, so I do get to choose the order I discard my played cards. Well... Oh, I guess I bought these in the wrong order, too? Is there an undo button? I didn't think about that. Anyway, I want to discard... Let's see, there's 4 cards. I'm going to draw 5 next turn, so whatever I'm discarding I will not draw. Next, on my first turn, I will draw these 4. On my first turn post-shuffle. I'll draw these 4 plus whatever I discard next. So it should be the diamond cluster to get them to line up. One of your spells is in a closed breach. You could prep it because it was focused, but now you have to cast it. You can't leave it there. Okay. Fine. May as well chuck this one, right? Maybe? I don't know. I guess it's telling me I have to. Oh, there was a finish casting button. I guess maybe I could have used that. You can spend ether on charges for your ability. Hover over the circular charge button to see what your ability does. Here? No, that's the picture of ether. Where is the charge button? Oh, maybe it'll appear when I play some of this stuff? I see. So... It said each charge costs 2. And I guess... It takes 5 charges to line this up, but then when I do... I can have somebody draw 4 cards, which seems certainly powerful. Okay. Regular charge button just to the left. To the left of what, you sicko? It's like above you, but fine. So these are focused but not opened. I really don't know what that means. We'll figure it out though. So now we can actually afford something expensive. A 6. We haven't looked at the 6s yet. So a spell that rewards you for having opened breaches. Wildfire Whip. Another spell. While prepped. You can spend 2 to cast a prepped spell. Why do you want this? Like, generally prepped spells are going to get cast eventually anyway, right? But I guess getting them early could be useful, or maybe you could prep one spell, then prep Whip to get that other spell out faster. Yeah, it would cycle powerful spells more quickly, I guess. You could prep this, prep another spell, and then cast the other spell, and it would go straight to your discard rather than having to wait around for a turn, for example. Okay. Plus, of course, it does 4 damage. I mean, I guess I'm a planar insight kind of guy. And that would give me an excuse to want focusing orbs. And now I understand what Mage's Talismans are, right? This is also kind of special purpose money. $5. Well, it gives you something sort of equivalent to 4 ether, but you have to spend it on charges and not on something else. Sort of. Okay. Oh. Well, let's cast a prep spell. I don't need $1. This. Let's just nail him with this so he doesn't get to attack, right? Okay. That's, I guess, another example of why you might want this. I said getting stuff early, but yes, that was an example of where getting stuff early was nice. And I forgot we have a different card that lets us do that. So I think I'm a planar insight guy. Give me this. End turn. God, the order. So I'm gonna draw these 3 cards, 2 sparks. I definitely don't want to draw a spell. Oh, actually I have too many spells. Yeah, maybe Planar Insight was not a great draw. Or a great purchase. Oh, it says top card, bottom card as well. That's nice. Let's just get access to the Jades as quickly as possible, I guess. I don't know. The next Nemesis turn, So he has this new power that says 2 turns from now, he's gonna gain Unleash, which I forget. Does that mean it gets a Fury? I think so. And also, a player suffers 4 damage. But we can dodge this by just discarding 3. Okay. Last turn I played another. Yeah, has a 2 discard section. Yep, fine. Well, I'm happy to discard a Spark. My whole hand blows. Let's just discard 3, I suppose. And is this the person who is buying Jades? Or, yes, they don't have these things. So, I could save 2 crystals in hand to buy Jade. I guess that seems okay? Just try to econ up and then get this out of here. I still have to choose the order. Yes, indeed. Well, let's do it like that. Now you're ready to defend. Okay, when things come up, you'll let me know. Great. Tutorial almost over. Win the game by reducing it to 0, or by emptying its deck and having no Nemesis cards left. But if we go to 0, we die. So what is strike? What is this? Is this? That's the enemy's deck. I don't know what strikes are. I don't understand them. Maybe I'll find out someday. So I have a couple spells and $3, huh? Well, I'm happy to take a Spectral Echo, I guess. I already have one, but this is the person who's collecting diamond clusters. So thinning out all the crystals to try to get these to line up better seems good, I guess. Rageborn strikes. So I guess it's going to draw a strike card. Ah, it bit me! Player with most opened breaches suffers 3 damage. That was this person. Special card is played from the strike deck, and it loses 3 fury. Huh. A card can say it strikes, or if it has 4 or more fury, it'll strike. Okay, whatever. And then it drew another card? Oh, it's getting it the 2nd turn in a row, I see. Unleash. If there are 2 Nemesis turn order cards in the turn order discard pile, which I assume there are, because I think it's basically saying if it was the Nemesis's 2nd turn. Can I look at the log or something? What is this button? That's the trash, okay. This button doesn't do anything. Okay, fine. But, I mean, it has 3 fury, which I think does mean that... So, like, it basically means if it was its first action, it only unleashed once, but since it was its 2nd action, it unleashed 3 times. Unlucky for us. Okay, so... I opened breaches, huh? So that can only be played there. But I have $4 here, and this card wants me to have more open breaches. And I have a spell that needs to go somewhere. Oh, this is itself a spell. Is there an undo button? That's it, okay. But I don't think I really need it. Let's open this. I don't know what... I don't know. Opening seems good. And so this spell that I was unable to play stays in my hand. Okay. Deal 2 damage, I can destroy a card, deal 1 damage. When I cast it, does it go to discard? It does. Okay, so the order of that matters as well. I want to discard this late, because I generally speaking don't want to draw it. But I have to play my spells first, I guess? I can destroy a card. Yeah, remove weak cards. I agree. Well, let's get rid of Spark. Because I've made a bunch of money now. Only 8 though. I would have liked to have a bit more. This is 9. So I want... I don't know, focusing breaches doesn't seem like it's doing that much. Maybe? Maybe it is. So if I focus this, the open cost goes down. Oh, you must have a different charge ability. Yeah, it takes 4 charges. Cast a player's prep spell without discarding it, then cast it again. So I have enough that if I wanted to, I could spend all 4 on a charge to get planar insight. I could deal 4 damage and then deal 4 damage again. That seems like a very bad idea. We're still early on. We want to invest in economy, not in damage. Well, investing in the damage economy is fine, but this is investing in a single use of damage, which does not seem good. Oh, we haven't looked at this kind of gem, have we? It's kind of nice. Maybe I'll focus this and buy a 5. This is the player who already has Spectral Echo, right? Yeah. Has, in fact, 2 of them. So maybe don't go too overboard on that. Now let's grab a Mage's Talisman. Give us an excuse to start using charges. Discard... 8. So I'll draw 5. There will be 3 left. I'll draw 3, then the top 2. Well, it's the top of my discard, but the bottom of my deck. So I'll draw these 2, and then everything I discard here I should draw all together, so the order doesn't really matter. Okay. Cast a prep spell. That seems like a very bad investment right now. Boy, this hand stinks. $5, I could open a breach, I guess. That seems good. Is this the player who has the... Yeah, damage per open breaches, right? I could do that. But I don't have that many spells to actually take advantage of those breaches yet. I think if I'm going to be doing that, I should get more spells. Let's grab an Essence Theft. Deal 3. So it's a way to kind of gain life, I guess. Or I could gain a Burning Opal. A way to draw cards. I don't know. We're trying to focus on opening breaches, so let's work more on spells, I suppose. Discard order. I should be drawing all of these together. It doesn't really matter. let's get rid of this spark. No, hang on. Oh, right. I'm prepping the spell, not casting it, so I can't. Okay, got it. And is this the player? Yeah, this is the player trying to gather all the diamond clusters. I don't know, I could get another. I have $4, right? Well, 3 plus a 1. Seems fine. Oh, it's grouped them in sections of 5. That's nice. So the next 2 cards I play, I should, in principle, draw together. It doesn't really matter. Maybe it does, actually. Okay, here's a new power. Power 2. Spend $7 to get rid of it, or else it does a bunch of damage to one player. It isn't doing that much to us, I have to say. Man, that is like a starting hand. What a stinker. $4, and I can't keep straight who's who. You're not collecting diamonds. Did I ever end up taking a focusing orb? Does somebody have one of those? I feel like I took one of those at some point, didn't I? I guess not. Okay, well, there's still plenty of breaches to focus, I guess. Seems like the kind of thing you should probably have taken earlier in the game, but whatever, I'm new. I'll just make bad plays. So I want to prep my actual good spells. I still don't understand what focusing means. Just like, okay. You can focus it. You can open it. The open cost decreases each time you focus the breach. I see. Well, it seems like I have enough spells that I would want to do this. I guess there's a question, like, I'm wasting $1 if I focus this one instead of this one, right? But I'm bringing this one closer to being permanently opened, whereas permanently opening this one is a long time away. So I'm wasting $1, but I'm gaining a useful advantage sooner? Seems like that's probably fine. Okay, do this. Destroy my spark. And for $3, I mean, I can't really do much besides... I guess I could charge? I don't need more Spectral Echoes. Or is this even the player who has Spectral Echoes? It is, right? Yeah. But I don't seem like I need more breaches yet, either. Yeah, let's charge. Next turn, we're going to take 3 damage or discard a gem 5 times? Oh, repeat the entire thing. So 5 times, either take 3 damage or discard a gem. And there's no way to make him discard this power. What turn are we on? This one? Must be, right? How can I tell? I think, yeah, because the few... I haven't been paying attention, but I think it only reveals things from here as you get to that turn. So we must be on this turn, I think. What's this button? Okay. So we don't know whose turn is coming up next. I think you never know, but I'm not totally sure on that. So the way to, like... Oh, this is coming up soon too, isn't it? Yikes. Do I have $7? I don't think so. Yeah, because I can play these and get to... Oh, that's 8. What? Yeah, it is. You're right. 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus another 1. Yes, that makes sense. What am I drawing? A bunch of useless gems I'd be happy to discard. Great. So that's a way to neutralize this thing. So, like this one, you can discard it actively. The other one, it seems, you're kind of discarding or defending against passively by just keeping some gems in hand. So it looks like it automatically, when it says any ally, it means not including you, right? It automatically chose. Is that true? Yeah, you had no charges. Now you have 1. Okay. And then let's just get this out of here. It's saving us, you know, a fury and 4 damage. 5 damage, actually. And then it's discard time. These are probably all going in the same hand. Hardly seems like it matters. Yay, I wanted the enemy to go early because... Oh, repeat it 5 times, so it's actually 6 gems. Fine. So we have a bunch of useless gems to pitch. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Get rid of... this. Any player. How do I... What do you have? I mean, if I were a good player, I would be trying to figure out how much they can afford to discard. And I would be like... Yeah, maybe it's fine if Gravehold suffers 3 damage here. On the other hand, you're not going to buy much this turn anyway. You're just getting like a Jade, right? Sure. We'll just pitch everything. Unleash twice. Player with the most prepped spells discards their most expensive prepped spell. Well, that's you. Player with the most open breaches suffers 3 damage. Is this still the same turn? It seems like you did a lot, man. How do I know what you actually did? This one. You did this. But now you're doing another thing. Why? Because you unleashed enough, and when you have enough of these, you draw a strike? Right? That's what I understand to be happening. But I think it's not listed here under general nemesis things because this is a special effect of this particular nemesis, the Rageborn nemesis. So I want to see where are the rules for that guy. I don't know. Can I look at him? Here we go. At the end of the Nemesis turn, if it has 4 or more Fury tokens, it strikes once. When it strikes, it draws a strike and does it. That card is shuffled back into the strike deck, and then it loses 3. So that, okay. That's why we're suffering a strike here, is at the end of that turn, it had enough to strike us. Got it. So what is this again? Player with the most open breaches suffers 3 damage. Well, they both have 2 open breaches, so I get to pick. That's what's happening here. Why does John have 5 life and you have 12? What happened, man? Okay. I don't remember that happening. Hey, you're just playing more cards. Knock it off. Okay, you're getting a second turn. That makes sense. To discard, lose 4 charges. From a single person or together? I don't know. Power 2, unleash 4 times. Well, we don't want that to happen. Let's just charge up. Great, there's a useless card that I'm happy to discard. You have the least life, so gain some. And let's just charge up. Now, can we do this? I can't. Nobody has... Well, okay, I have to drag a spell first. But I still can't do this because no single player has 4 charges. Fine. It wasn't clear to me whether you could combine this somehow, but I guess you can't. Let's prep a couple spells, play some cards, and I think we just want to... Yeah. I think we just want to throw that away. Here you go. Oh, it automatically discarded for me because all my cards were the same. I was like, that's weird. Shouldn't I have gotten the discard choices? But no. What a terrible hand. Okay. Let's focus. Who has the most spells? You have... like 5? That seems like it's probably the most. You have like 1? 2? Okay, let's focus this one. And I... kind of just want some charges, I think. I don't really want any of this basic stuff. And opening this doesn't seem necessary yet. I guess I could know whether it's useful because there's going to be a turn coming up soon when I have 4 spells in hand, actually, and not enough money to open anything. Yeah, you know what? Let's actually open this. Okay, this summoned a minion with 9 life. Every time it takes a turn, the player with the lowest life takes 2 damage, or anyone discards a prep spell that costs 3 or more. So you can kind of hold it at bay by wasting spells. Okay. So we can see that now I'm drawing... next turn, 4 spells. Oh, and I can cast a prepped spell, so I can actually use all of these. I can play one and immediately resolve it. Okay. Sure. Well, I have $6. Let's get a good spell. This is doing like 5 damage. And this is 4, but lets us... don't know. Let's grab a Planar Insight. Seems like a good card. And it's my turn again. Yes, and so indeed we don't know what order the future turns will be in. So I guess I didn't even know I was going to get another turn in a row. Okay, well, let's play. Let's cast this. Prep Insight. Immediately cast the Insight, right? I guess I could cast Spectral Echo. Some of the cards in my hand kind of suck. Yeah, actually I kind of like that. You're good at... You got your deck under control, right? You don't mind if I steal some of your Echoes? Okay, and now suddenly I don't have the problem of my breaches being oversubscribed. Oh yeah, you wanna... So you're taking a turn. Let's discard a spell. Essence Theft or more Spectral Echoes? I don't know. This one? Oh, I forgot. I shot this guy. I should have been shooting this guy. It's been so long since there was another enemy to shoot at. I forgot I could do that. Okay, and every turn... Damage reduced to it... So it only takes damage one at a time. Okay, well, fine. I have $8 again. I have no idea what I'm supposed to, like, prioritize here. Like, you should be putting together a plan of some kind. Let's grab one more diamond cluster and a focusing orb? No. Sure, there's still a lot of focusing to do, honestly. Why not? Or I could just charge twice. I don't know. So these, let's see. I can draw 3 cards from the discard, so there'll be 1 left. So these 4 probably all wind up in the same hand. But in case they don't, this one would be the last one would be the odd one out. So let's do it like this. And of course, we should have known it would be your turn again immediately. I mean, I kind of want a talisman. Charging seems cool. 2, 5, 3. Again, these should all wind up in the same hand, I think. Yeah. But if they don't somehow, because of draw or something, I don't know. Third turn in a row for this sicko. $4. Charge up? I don't know. Let's focus a bit more. I don't really know what the end game is going to look like. Like, I guess we're going to be eventually killing guys with powerful spells, right? Lots of planar insights or something. And spending all of our money on charges, because that's a short-term thing, versus building up the power of your deck, which is more long-term. Oh my god, 4th turn in a row for this John player. Well, suddenly all the cards in my hand finally are pretty good. So, I probably don't want to discard any of this. Maybe I could discard Destroy a Jade. I don't know. You... Oh, I can let these sit around, can't I? I think so. Let's pitch a Jade. I'm going to leave this one as a blocker for Venomite, right? Or just to... Oh, maybe... Hang on. Maybe I'm supposed to leave both of these. Because... Next turn, there'll be cards I actually want to destroy. Of course. I would like to kill this guy, though. We can tank 1 damage if necessary. Finish casting. And now I have a bunch of money. 8 ether. So Wildfire Whip is a ton of damage. If you can get it to like double cast a planar insight. Okay. So let's grab a whip and charge up. And all but one of these should be drawn together. The last one will be drawn separately. Okay. +1 damage on cast. So I still don't totally understand how these rifts are assigned this ability or what, but... So I think I can pitch a Spectral Echo. My deck is in reasonable shape. Failing... Like, protecting our life total seems important. I'm not sure how important, but... Yeah, and then you can take advantage. Okay, there's a lot of minions to deal with. This is going to deal 5. What's your thing? Okay, let's try to kill this first, because it seems like we're holding this one off by just pitching spells. It would be nice not to be pitching spells, but... Here. Any ally draws 4 cards during your main phase. So I could use this on this player's turn to give John like a 9-card turn. Okay. I think I'd rather pick up an Essence Theft. And then 1. So we'll draw 4 of these. There'll be 7 left. We'll draw 2. They'll draw 5. 2 left. So the first 3 I discard will be drawn together. Let's make it a stinker of a turn by putting the crystals together so we can keep the good cards in the future. Nah. Try to get the good cards first. Okay, and it is our turn again. Not doing very much, it seems. Well, I mean, I could use this on myself. Oh no, an ally isn't me, right? I think. Let's grab more insight. I guess. Spectral Echoes, I mean... Yeah, I think I should be pitching 4-cost spells, not 6-cost spells. Or no, 3 costs. Because killing enemies would be nice. We're doing just fine. We can take 3 damage. Okay, I wish you guys would knock it off, though. I liked it better when this guy was playing powers. Alright, this does 5? Well, I can just kill you. What is this? Just take 2. Yeah, let's just have 1 fewer enemy on the field. It's not damage efficient, but... Oh, hang on. I can do better, because... Let's nail this guy. Oh, it's 6? Oh, because this is when open, +1 damage on cast. I see. Because I can prep this deal 3 and then immediately cast it to deal 4 with this, and it's less damage inefficient to kill this guy this way. And let's pitch a crystal, I guess. We're not spending any useful amount of money this turn. We're just prepping some more garbage. Okay, this is all just like money. What are we doing with the money? Did anyone ever end up buying any of these? Do you have one? Yeah, you did. Okay. So I have $5 plus 1 more just for gems. Burning Opal's cool and all. Oh, what is this? I have charge. Cast a prepped spell without discarding it, then cast it again. Well, my spells currently suck. Let's just grab an Essence Theft. Why are you? Oh, because I could activate this. Sure, but I'm not going to. Yeah, I know. Want to discard a non-spell. Of course, you never discard spells, right? They get discarded when you cast them. So I'm going to have $2. I don't want to waste this on it. Let's do this? I don't know. Enemies building up to a couple big turns. Okay, so what? Cast prep spell without discarding it, and then cast it again. Isn't that a lot like what this does? No, this one doesn't double cast. I see. Do I have any big spells to play? I don't. Come on, you losers. You lame spells. Who's the one with the most spells? One of you has a bunch more spells than the other one. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, plus a spark. You have a couple sparks, 3 spells that are not that. I don't know. Ah, right. When you, it did say if you try to focus a breach that's already fully focused, then it opens. So sure. I still have a bunch of stinker cards in my deck. Let's grab an Echo. And there's nothing to cast. We're going to take some damage here. Yes, I know. These are all going to wind up in the same hand, probably. Well, we've been chipping away at them. Oh, geez, we got all 4 turns, and then you're getting 2. You might even get 4 turns in a row if you get lucky with the next shuffle, huh? Okay, so this... So if I do this, I have to use these first. Any ally, so it does have to be this other person. Can't be myself. I don't know whether I wanted to do that or not, but, you know, better than just letting it sit there, right? Let's focus this one with a bunch of cards. I have $3? Yuck. I want more Spectral Echoes? I guess. Yeah, this is gonna hurt. Okay, so... let's pitch an Essence Theft, I guess? Okay. Oh, jeez, it strikes. This guy's crazy. He's huge. Was this... I wonder how this deck was set up. Is it all random, or... like, is it intentional we get this insanely strong guy later in the game rather than earlier? I don't know. I think we want to take the 2 damage to keep Planar Insight around, because it'll permanently wipe a monster off the board. Ugh. I'm getting clobbered all of a sudden. I mean, that's what happens when it takes multiple turns and we didn't manage to deal with these guys. Yeah. Ow. Oh, destroy 4 cards in hand, huh? They both have the most open breaches. Oh, well... so I get to choose who has the most. I mean, destroying these 4 cards wouldn't even be that bad. How's your hand looking? Do you have 4 cards that I want to get rid of? Not really. Okay. Alright, we're not going to buy anything ever again, maybe, but... oh, stop. Which one's missed? This one? I mean, 2 damage might not be that bad. I really want to keep this Planar Echo Insight to start, like, killing some of this stuff. Oh, yeah, well, Mist is dead. Rageborn is unleashed twice, then they must destroy a breach. Also lose all your ability charges. Okay, well, this one, I guess. This is so many monsters. I don't have any spells. Okay, die. I mean, I guess that's what happens, like, I pitched all of my sparks, right? That were helping me keep enemies in line. Plus, I accidentally attacked this guy once. Not accidentally. I thoughtlessly attacked this guy when I should have attacked a minion at one point, I remember. So this lets you spend... okay. You can cast spells immediately. I'll undo that because I'm already fully charged here. So I don't really know what's going to happen to you. Are you getting turns again in the future, or what? You must, right? Otherwise, what was the point? Okay. Tell me... Gameplay. Your life is reduced to 0, you're exhausted. The unleash happens twice. Breach is destroyed. Maybe I should have destroyed the leftmost one and hoped to open this one for the +1 on damage? I don't know. Grayed out. But they can't gain life anymore. And they can't be chosen to deal damage. And anything that would damage them deals twice as much to Gravehold instead. Okay. So there's no way to bring her back from being exhausted. That's just the way things are now. Alright. There's got to be some way to like just do a ton of stuff by playing. Okay, let's focus this at least. I guess that was the only option. This does the most damage, and I guess, but I have like 3, 2, so this, I'd really like to kill this avatar. I have no idea whether I can do it. Let's... Okay. Ah, hang on. You have a really powerful thing. Okay. So... Cast this twice. How much is it going to do? 6? Good. So this will do 5 when I do it. Oh, you know what? Actually, back that up. I have a 2 and another 2 here. So I could choose to destroy one of these. I don't want to. Now I can do 3 plus 5? If I wanted? If I open this, is this one still just doing 5? Or... Well, I don't have the money, so I guess I think this is when you cast something from here. I think I... Well, no. Wait, why do I have a bunch of... Oh, this is in play, right. backed up a little bit to when I had $6. Could I? Because I could actually do this, right? Would that make sense? Would that be better? Cast a spell twice? No, none of these spells really. Well, it would let me leave these around to block this guy, actually. Right? If I spend 6 here, I could then cast a single spell twice. No, that just seems bad. So, yeah, being able to cast a spell the turn you prep it is the powerful part of this effect. Being able to cast someone else's spell is also, I suppose, quite powerful. I'm just going to charge up from this. I'm not experienced enough to be figuring out the order that I want discard cards in, I don't think. Yeah. And then he's going to unleash twice, which isn't really going to do anything. That's fine. Let's just pitch this. Ow. Okay, here comes another strike. Yeah. Gravehold is getting pummeled all of a sudden. Can I have a turn? I can. Just one card in hand. Great turn. Good work. So do I want to cast this? I could do it now. But if I do, I won't... I could activate Black Mirror. Okay, that's fine. So let's get working on you, I suppose. No, undo. I do want to charge. Okay, I thought it was only... So now, if I just do this... How much damage is this doing? 6? Okay, let's kill this guy. Maybe I should have just been working on you, but I don't know. I feel like we would be dead pretty soon. I had to reduce the damage pressure. Okay, so... Yeah, just grab another spell, please. Now you get a real turn. It's not much of a turn. Your deck's kind of lame. You still have a bunch of garbage. Oh my god. Alright, what are we doing here? Oh, we've emptied the supply of these. Okay, didn't know there was a limit. Not sure where that's listed, but I'm sure it's somewhere. I guess I'm just charging up? You can have this. Destroy two prep spells, not discard. Okay. So it seems like I'm trying to deck this guy. That was listed as one of the possible win conditions. I could have been trying to kill him, but it seems like that's not what I'm doing. stop, stop. He's taking another turn. He's got... Discard 8 cards? Are you smoking crack? I can't do... Oh, man. Okay. What do you have? Actually, maybe I should have kept that card that lets me cast a prepped spell. We're close to being dead here, and now he's gonna strike, isn't he? No? Why not? Shouldn't it strike? Lose 3? Oh, he did. It only loses 3. So if it has 4 or more, it strikes, which means losing 3. But since he had 8, it only lost him down to 5. Oh my god. I'm cooked. Well, he might not get a turn for a while, I suppose. Okay, this is going here. You're dead. Destroy a crystal. Oh, get those planar insights into play. We love planar insights. And then for 2, I mean, I think I'm just supposed to charge. Buying Jades to eventually buy better spells. I don't think the game's lasting that long. I think we just cast this, no reason to wait. Okay. I don't... Yeah, discard Jades, I guess? I mean, they help me charge, but they're not amazing. Life gain. Guess they also help me cast... You know what? Let's go back and not destroy a card. So, still shoot at you, but don't destroy a card. And then while this is in play, I can just cast a spell. I choose this one. Okay, so the strike is what I'm most worried about. Okay, just 5 damage to the town. That's fine. That's great. Now 7 ether, I've sort of lost the ability to produce, I think. So what's going to happen here? The player with the most charges suffers 4 damage. Well, yeah. That would be 8 to Gravehold if I arrange for it to hit the dead person, which is who it's currently hitting. Draws 4, huh? Let's discard one of these little crystals. And this person was the only person eligible to gain life, so that's what happened. And I think I need to make sure this person has the most charges, because If this person is dealt 4 from this power going off, will die. But if this person is dealt 4, it'll just go through it as 8 damage to the town, which we will live through if nothing else bad happens. Okay. Boy, that's... I'm starting to regret throwing away all of my money. We might be able to come up with 14 damage before its next turn, though. Yeah. I don't think life gain for the players is very important anymore. On the other hand, what am I even doing with this money? Yeah. Okay, fine. Who knows? The life gain might matter. Can spend 2 to cast any player's prepared spell. So I could aim at one of these if I wanted. I don't think I will. I'm just going to fire this off. Cast a spell twice. Don't you have a planar inside up? I guess you don't. Okay. Well, can I come up with 5 damage? I'm a couple bucks short, huh? No, this works. I can cast this, which does 3. Oh, 3 twice. Yeah, of course. Which is actually 4 twice. Boy, this is the least exciting game over victory screen. How clinical. The Nemesis has 0 life. Okay, so that was the game. Mist is dead, sadly. So, yeah, we were on beginner difficulty. Makes sense. Will you tell me what the difficulties are? Or if I said new game? Whoa, there's so many choices. Who? Oh my god, okay. And what are these icons in the top right? What do they indicate? I don't know. Difficulty. Yeah, I see. So there's... Oh, there are 4 difficulties. Okay, I mean... It seems like a cool game. I didn't totally understand what I was doing most of the time. I couldn't, like, build a coherent plan. Which makes sense if it's your first time playing the game. I feel like I made a lot of bad decisions, but that's understandable. I don't know. Seems cool enough. I mean, for $2, I'll probably keep it and not try to refund it or whatever. Probably won't do another video, though. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.